I was on the island when the tsunami struck at my older sister's house. I heard one of my brother's sisters-in-law, who was outside at the time washing up some dishes, screaming out that a big wave was approaching. There was no wind then. The wave came and flooded the house, but it was not very deep. I tried waking my husband up, but he didn't seem to pay much attention to what was happening. He said that maybe it was the sea swells. I told him it was not the sea swells. It was a different kind of wave. I went to have a look because the water was completely drained out. My husband, who was coming from near the jetty, told me to get inland, that the tides were coming in again. So my sister-in-law and I finished preparing our children's food and we started walking. The waters were hip-high at the time. We were headed to the mosque. My sister-in-law was carrying her child. There was a power pole on the road to the mosque. She accidentally touched the pole, and because of the waters that were there, as soon as she touched it, she got an electric shock, and she let go of her child. I didn't really see the second wave come in. I just tried getting inland. I must say the island was in a very sad state. People were experiencing hunger and thirst. They didn't have any water to drink. All our relatives got displaced to different islands. We didn't have any place to really stay in Maduvari. So we moved to Ungufaru. I think it was the NGO there. They arranged food and bedding for us in this big open space until we got shelter. Later, when we saw our house, all the walls in the house had collapsed. Everything we used, sewing machine, refrigerator, wardrobes, etc., were all destroyed. My advice to people threatened by a tsunami is to go somewhere safe, like a high building or the mosque. There is no high ground in the Maldives.